Hi everyone, I'm going to continue the series of the famous Oriental Rabbanim. Here, we're in Tunisia, in the Torah city of Jerba today, where it's going to be the Hilula of a great rabbi, Rabbi Chaim Kadир Matzliach Mazuz, Rabbi Matzliach Mazuz. He was born in English in 1911, back in Hebrew, in the English state of the 17th of November, and was actually murdered by the hands of cruel Muslims while he was returning from synagogue from the Shacharit prayers in the English year 1971 on the 18th of January, the 21st of Tevet. He was born in Jerba, the great Torah community over there. His father was a very prominent rabbi in Tunisia, Rabbi Raphael Mazuz, and his mother was Rabbanit Rachel. There were great rabbis in his family, including Harab Bogid, Hanina, Saadon, and also he learned under the auspices in Tunisia of Rabbi Rachמים Chavita Kohen, also for many, many years. And later on, after getting married, he actually received smicha. He became a prominent judge, Dayanut. He studied also and became a rabbi inside the famous Yeshivat, Chebrat Talmud. Also, he was appointed in a position of the Bet Din in Tunisia, and was under one of the great rabbis inside the Bet Din was Rabbi David ben Baron Mordechai Amayas HaKohen also. And many years was working over there, was a shofet. He was a judge inside the Bet Din over there, and had a prominent role over there. And later on, what's interesting, he actually learned also Kabbalah under the auspices of another great rabbi, Rabbi Raphael Jami, or Gami, you can pronounce it different ways, of the great Chacham. He was teaching many years, was a Dayan, also prominent rabbi, and then he helped set up with someone else a Chabad yeshiva, and shortly afterwards he actually instituted and founded the famous Yeshivat Rachמים, which is now based in Bnei Brak. He founded it in Tunisia. This was in Kislev, back in the Hebrew year Tafshin Chaf Gimel in 1963. And it was after the name of his rabbi, Rabbi Harav Chavita, also. And there was a great, he took over and imprinted inside the yeshiva the learning ways of the great Tunisian rabbis over there, where they learned the way they learned the Gemara, the Rashi and Tosfot, with the Diktuk, and also concentrated within regards to the Hebrew grammar aspects within regards to the Torah, the Talmud Mikra, and everything was absolutely proficient inside the yeshiva. Because Rabbi Mazuz now, he's also one of the leading world's experts when it comes to Hebrew grammar across the world at the moment. Remember, this yeshiva of Kisei Rachamim actually moved from Tunisia and is now settled many, many years in Bnei Brak, one of the main prominent Sephardi yeshivas in Israel. It is based in Bnei Brak. And what's interesting was he was concentrating on biblical grammar, Hebrew grammar, and the Torah and all its meanings also. He was murdered after coming back from Shacharit Tefillot in January 18th in the year 1971 by a Muslim assassin, and was buried in Tunisia. And after about a month, after a short period of time later, he was actually brought for burial in Israel, in Har HaZeitim, in the Mount of Olives, the cemetery in Jerusalem. His family moved shortly afterwards to Israel, and Rabbi Meir Mazuz, his son, renewed the Yeshivat Kisei Rachamim in Bnei Brak, the city of Bnei Brak, where it's one of the top yeshivas in Israel currently at the moment. It's interesting, there was a lot of streets named after the great Chacham Matzliach Mazuz, including in different areas in Israel, including Beit Shain, also in Bnei Brak, in Beersheba, in Rishon LeZion, in Tivot, and also in Jerusalem. Very interesting. We can see he actually just now. Let's look at his family. Really, really great descendants he left us, including his son Rabbi Meir Mazuz, who I just spoke about, who's Rosh Yeshiva of Kisei Rachamim. His other son, Rav Tzemach Mazuz, also is a Menahel of Yeshiva. Also, there's also Harav Rachamim Mazuz, who's also Menahel, and a Posek of Halacha in Yeshiva also. His son-in-law, Rabbi Yitzchak Barda, is a Posek and a Mukubal also, written many, many different Sfarim, and the Rosh Yeshiva of Yitzchak Yoranan. Also, another one of his son-in-law, Rav Hanan Kablan, also is a Dayan in a prominent Bet Din also, and left many, many great generations of great generation of Talmidei Chachamim and descendants. He actually was author of Shut, the Ish Matzliach, which was compiled in 3 volumes, Chelek Aleph, Chelek Bet, Chelek Gimel, respectively. And also another book, Sefer Matzliach Yeshua also, which is the Chidushei on the Shas. So it's going to be a Hilula here in 19, it's going to be a Hilula here on the 21st of Tevet. We can also mention a couple more of his descendants. His uncle, actually, who I mentioned before, was Rabbi Bogit Hanina Sa'adon, who was also the rabbi of Jerba and later on a rabbi in Paris. And also his brother-in-law from his sister Verida is Rabbi Eliyahu Enkari, was also one of the founders of Yeshiva in Tunisia also. And what's interesting also, his brother-in-law and is Rabbi Shlomo Mazuz, who is also a Dayan in Jerba, and was the father of Chacham Mani Mazuz also, who was the former Supreme Court judge over there. So please, it's Isilula, let's light candles in memory of the great Rabbi Matzliach Mazuz from Tunisia. Please watch over all the different videos I have done on the great Oriental Sephardi Rabbanim. There's many rabbis from Tunisia. I'm wishing you all a good day and safety in Israel, Bezrat Hashem.